Have you ever stood in front of your closet thinking, why does everything I put on make me look shorter, wider, or older than I actually feel? If you're a petite woman over 60, I know that frustration well. But let me tell you something important. Being petite is not a weakness. It can actually be your hidden superpower, if you know how to style yourself with intention. The fashion industry rarely makes it simple. Clothes are usually designed with taller women in mind. Oversized trends can overwhelm a petite frame, and even well-meaning advice often focuses on hiding flaws. But at this stage of life, you and I both know we're not hiding anymore. We're showing up with wisdom, grace, and confidence that only years of living can bring. That's why today I'm going to share 7 style tips made specifically for petite women over 60. These aren't the tired clichés you've heard for decades. They're practical, research-based strategies about proportion, fabric, and even psychology. Whether your style leans casual or elegant, these tips will help you stop fighting your closet and start enjoying it again. Because fashion at 60 isn't about looking younger. It's about looking like the very best version of you, right now. And if you're ready to step into that version of yourself, don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe, because your next style transformation might just be one click away. The very first style principle, and the one that anchors everything else, is this. Proportion matters far more than size. Too often, petite women get stuck on the number inside the clothing tag, whether it says size 2, size 12, or whether it comes from the petite section at all. But the truth is, size doesn't decide whether an outfit works for you. Proportion does. Think of your outfit the way you'd think of a painting. A beautiful painting isn't defined by how large or small the canvas is. It's defined by balance. For those of us who are petite, balance means arranging clothing so that it lengthens the frame instead of chopping it into awkward sections. A timeless tool for creating this balance is the rule of thirds. Instead of splitting your body in half, like when you wear a long top that ends mid-thigh with pants covering the rest, try dividing your look into a 1/3 to 2/3 ratio. A tucked blouse with high-rise pants is a perfect example. The eye is drawn upward, elongating your silhouette without adding a single inch to your height. Here's the mistake many women, myself included, have made. Thinking oversized clothing hides flaws. But on petites, oversized pieces often drown us. They make us look shorter, wider, and sometimes older than we are. Instead of hiding, aim to highlight your waist, your neckline, your posture. Proportion is your ally. Picture this: a long tunic paired with wide leg pants. Comfortable, yes, but from afar, it can look as though the outfit is wearing you. Now switch the tunic for a cropped, structured jacket that stops just above the hip. Suddenly, you look taller, sharper, and more polished, all without changing your body at all. That's the magic of proportion. Even science supports this. Studies on visual perception show that people notice vertical balance before size. In other words, your outfit's lines and divisions communicate elegance long before anyone cares about the number on the tag. So stop obsessing over size. Focus instead on how your clothes create harmony. Whether you're a 6 or a 16, when your proportions are aligned, you'll always look confident and graceful. Now let's move to the second tip, one of my personal favorites: monochromatic and column dressing. Don't worry, this doesn't mean living in head-to-toe black. It means using one color or colors in the same family to create a smooth, uninterrupted line from top to bottom. Why does this work so beautifully for petites? Because when the eye sees one continuous column of color, It travels vertically instead of pausing at color breaks. This creates the impression of extra height and balance without gimmicks or tricks. Here's how it looks in everyday life. Picture a navy blouse with navy trousers topped with a slightly lighter cardigan. Or think of a soft beige sweater with coordinating trousers and nude shoes. The tones blend, the line flows, and the silhouette feels long and elegant. You can also add interest with texture. Pairing a knit sweater with tailored pants in the same shade looks more dynamic than sticking to one flat fabric. You get richness, depth, and dimension while still enjoying that lengthening effect. What you want to avoid are harsh color breaks at the waist or hip. A white blouse with black pants might be classic, but on petites, it slices the body in half. If you love contrast, balance it out with a scarf, belt or jacket that ties the colors together and keeps the flow intact. And here's something fascinating. Monochromatic dressing isn't just about appearing taller. Psychologists have found that harmonious palettes make others perceive you as calmer, more intentional, and more refined. Wearing one color family signals confidence and balance, qualities that feel especially powerful as we embrace life after 60. So don't think of a column of color as dull. Think of it as elegant simplicity. Whether you choose cream, navy, or jewel tones, this approach lets your personality shine while your outfit supports you, not overshadows you. When you combine proportion with monochromatic flow, the results are transformative. You stop fighting your frame and instead highlight it, reminding everyone, including yourself, that style at this stage of life is about celebrating the woman you are today. If these words touched your heart and sparked inspiration within you, leave a 3 in the comments to let it shine. If they did not, leave a 0 in quiet honesty. Every thought you share is a gift. Thank you for giving us a moment of your precious time. Tip 3. Fabric matters more than you think. Our third tip may surprise you because it has nothing to do with color or silhouette. It's about fabric. The fabric you wear can completely transform the way an outfit looks on a petite frame. And for women over 60, the right fabrics don't just flatter, they bring comfort, ease, and grace to every step you take. Think about it this way. Heavy, rigid fabrics like stiff denim, coarse wool, or thick synthetics tend to sit on top of the body. They add bulk, weigh you down, and can make a petite woman appear shorter or boxier. On the other hand, fabrics with flow, silk blends, lightweight knits, fine linen, or soft crepe gently skim your figure. They move with you, creating a smooth, elegant line instead of a stiff outline. Take skirts, for example. One made of stiff denim might feel youthful, but on a petite frame it can cut you off and look bulky. Now imagine an A-line skirt in a soft wool blend. It drapes lightly, moves with your body, and elongates your frame while still being comfortable. The same is true for pants. Wide leg trousers in a heavy fabric can swallow you whole, but switch to a lighter fabric with fluid movement, and suddenly the look is chic, modern, and lengthening. And here's the truth. At 60 and beyond, comfort is non-negotiable, but comfort doesn't mean giving up on style. It means choosing fabrics that feel good on your skin, breathe with your body, and allow you to move gracefully. We've earned the right to demand both elegance and ease. There's also a deeper layer to fabric: psychology. Flowing fabrics project softness and ease. People often read them as approachable, elegant, and confident. You're not battling against your clothes, you're in harmony with them. That harmony changes how others see you, and even how you see yourself. So the next time you shop, don't just check the label for color or cut. Touch the fabric, hold it up, let it drape. Ask yourself, will this help me look polished, or will it weigh me down? Because fabrics that move with you don't just flatter your body, they honor your lifestyle. Tip 4. Vertical lines and strategic details. The fourth tip is one that every petite woman over 60 should add to her style toolkit. Vertical lines and thoughtful details. This isn't about wearing stripes from head to toe. It's about guiding the eye. Direction matters, and our eyes naturally follow it. Horizontal lines, like wide belts, dropped hems, or boxy tops, push the eye sideways. They make the body appear wider, not longer. Vertical lines, however, draw the gaze up and down, which instantly lengthens the silhouette. For petites, this is one of the simplest, most elegant tricks to add visual height without putting on heels. So how do you use this in real life? Choose pinstripes. Narrow, subtle ones are best. Add a long, open cardigan or a tailored blazer that creates two clean vertical lines down the front of your body. Even accessories can help. A pendant necklace that falls in a straight line, or a scarf draped to hang vertically. These details quietly work in your favor. Seam placement matters too. Pants with a center crease, dresses with vertical seams, or jackets with princess seams all create vertical flow. They lengthen the body without shouting for attention. The key is to avoid overwhelming prints or large patterns. A giant floral can easily overpower a petite frame. Instead, look for smaller patterns or keep prints within the same tonal family so they don't disrupt that vertical movement. What I love most about vertical styling is the message it sends. Vertical lines feel elegant and purposeful. They create a sense of motion, direction, vitality. They say, this woman is still moving forward. And at 60 or 70, isn't that exactly the truth? We're not fading into the background. We're stepping into this chapter with intention. So the next time you're choosing a dress, blouse, or accessory, ask yourself, does this guide the eye up and down, or does it stop me in the middle? Those small decisions shape how your body is perceived. And when you combine vertical details with the right proportions and fabrics, the transformation is powerful. Tip 5. Shoes and hemlines work together. Let's move into something that may sound small, but has a massive effect on your overall look: shoes and hemlines. For petite women, these two elements are partners. When they clash, they can cut your height in half. When they align, they create harmony, flow, and elegance from head to toe. Here's the guiding principle. Your shoes and your hemline should never fight each other. They should create a visual continuation. Take dresses and skirts, for example. The hemline should land where it flatters your proportions, just above the knee, right at the knee, or slightly below. Pair that with a shoe that elongates the leg, like a nude pump, a pointed toe flat, or a sleek ankle boot in the same color as your tights. The result? The eye keeps moving, gliding down the body instead of stopping abruptly. The same applies to trousers. Wide leg pants that skim the floor look stunning on petites when paired with shoes in the same color family. Think navy pants with navy loafers or black trousers with black ankle boots. That seamless flow tricks the eye into seeing more length. But here's the flip side. Cropped pants with chunky sneakers or a dark skirt with light-colored shoes create a hard stop. The eye pauses at the break, and suddenly your legs look shorter. It's a small visual detail, but once you see it, you'll never ignore it again. Now, let's address the common question. Do you need to wear heels at 60? Absolutely not. Comfort is queen. The good news is that shape matters more than height. a pointed toe flat can elongate the leg just as well as a heel. Low block heels, wedge sandals, or sleek loafers are stylish, stable options that give you polish without sacrificing comfort. Shoes carry more than your weight. They carry your presence. The right shoe doesn't just finish the outfit. It tells the world how you're moving through life. Elegantly, confidently, with purpose. Your hemline sets the stage. Your shoes are the final note. When they work together, the music flows. When they clash, it stops short. Once you start paying attention to this pairing, you'll see how transformative it can be. Tip 6. The power of tailoring. This next tip is one many women overlook, but it might be the most transformative of all. Tailoring. Yes, tailoring, the quiet secret behind every stylish petite woman. Here's the truth. Clothes are not designed with our bodies in mind, especially as we age. If you've ever slipped on a jacket where the sleeves swallowed your hands, or trousers that bunched at your ankles, you know the frustration. Off-the-rack fashion is made for mass production, not individuality. And when a garment doesn't fit properly, even an expensive piece can look sloppy. Tailoring changes everything. A simple hem, a shortened sleeve, a nipped-in waist, small adjustments can completely transform a look. That boxy blazer, with tailoring, it suddenly looks sharp and intentional. Those dragging pants, a quick alteration turns them into a clean, lengthening line. Even a basic shift dress can look custom-made with just a few tweaks. And here's the best part. Tailoring doesn't have to break the bank. Often, for less than the cost of a nice lunch, you can turn a $60 dress into one that looks like it came from a high-end boutique. Tailoring is also about respect. Respect for yourself. It sends a message. I deserve clothes that fit me, not the other way around. That mindset shift is empowering. At this stage of life, we don't settle for almost right. We know our worth, and our clothing should reflect that. So next time you shop, or even when you revisit your closet, ask yourself, would this piece shine with a small adjustment? If the answer is yes, consider investing in it. Because when your clothes fit beautifully, you don't just look taller or more youthful. You look like a woman who knows herself, who honors her presence, and who radiates elegance. And now we arrive at the final tip, and in many ways, the most important one. Seeing style as a language of confidence. Because at the end of the day, clothes are never just fabric. They are communication. They speak on your behalf before you ever open your mouth. For petite women, it can be tempting to think of style only as a way to look taller or slimmer. But true style is not about creating illusions. It's about presenting your authentic self with clarity and confidence. When you wear colors that make you feel radiant, when you choose silhouettes that let you move with ease, you're sending a message. I am here. I am visible. I matter. Confidence in style often comes down to the small details. A delicate necklace that highlights your neckline. A structured handbag that adds polish. A scarf in a color that brightens your complexion. Accessories for petites should feel like finishing touches, accents that complete the painting rather than distract from it. And posture cannot be overlooked. No outfit is complete without standing tall. A petite woman with open shoulders and lifted energy will always project more strength than one hiding inside flawless clothes. Here's the deeper truth. Style is psychological. Studies in fashion psychology show that when you feel confident in what you're wearing, you actually connect more easily, perform more strongly, and project greater authority. So when you choose outfits that reflect who you are, you're not only shaping how others see you, you're reshaping how you see yourself. Remember, Style is not about age, height, or size. It's about presence. At 60, 70, or beyond, you have nothing left to prove, only something to express. And that's the heart of it. Style is not about chasing youth or height. It's about expressing confidence, wisdom, and presence. Every choice you make, from fabrics to accessories, tells the world your story. At this stage of life, you have nothing to hide, only more to share. So step into your wardrobe with joy and let your clothes reflect the best of who you are today. If this message inspired you, please like this video, share it with a friend who would enjoy it, and subscribe for more conversations on style, confidence, and living beautifully.